on YouTube. Hello, hello. I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps. I'm here trying to be on YouTube as well as Facebook. I don't know what it is. Why me? That's what I have to say. My husband said he fixed my computer, so I hooked it all up, got it going. Everything looked fine. I got logged in because he logged me out. And do you guys have problems keeping passwords? I cannot keep track of my passwords, you guys. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining in. If you are on YouTube, please say hello so that I know I am actually live. It's just spinning, so I'm hoping I'm live. I don't know. La da da. I see my face. It's spinning. It says going live, but it doesn't say I am live. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I don't think he fixed it. My husband's been, I don't want to leave it, but I'm going to try it. I don't know. Going to leave it. This gets me in trouble too. I don't know. I'm back to the go live. We'll try again. All right. I might try 3 times. Do you guys I don't know. I'm just not good with the technical difficulties issues because I don't have any patience. And again, it's just saying going live, going live. I feel like I have to screenshot it, but I can't because I have you guys here. So we are going to make a vintage t-shirt today, actually with a brand new t-shirt. So if you're coming in, say hello. And I think they say, do you guys know what year is the vintage year? When are you considered vintage? I think it's 25 years. At least that's what it is in the Airstream world. And so I have a girlfriend who is turning 50 this year. Actually, Saturday, we're having a birthday party for her, and I wanted to make her a vintage t-shirt. So that's what we're going to do today. So I thank you for coming along today while we make this t-shirt for her, for her birthday. And this is a transfer I haven't used, although it's been out for a while. I didn't even check to see if it was open or available. Sorry, excuse me. I didn't even check to see if it was available or not. I don't really even know. So, but I'm happy to also make a vintage t-shirt for you if you wanted one the same. So you can certainly do that. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I have a t-shirt I got at the craft store in her size, I think. Luckily, apparently our church was offering t-shirts, and I caught the lady that, was putting in the order because I found out that my friend had placed an order for a t-shirt. I'm like, what size did she get? So I was able to get her size. So that's exciting. It's always nice to, I think I would have actually guessed a larger size, to be honest. So we're going to use an ink mat. This is sticky. Mine is very sticky. It's pretty brand new. This is, I think, maybe my 5th one. I definitely use them often. So anyway, so we're going to use the ink mat to do this. I'm going to try the YouTube. So it looks like Facebook. I don't know. If you're out there, say hello. If you're watching this and you don't see that red live button, put hashtag replay so I know you are here. Sorry, I kind of have 2 different angles. So this just seems like it reloads it. Maybe I can edit it. I don't know. That all looks fine. Customize. Anyone. I'm just not seeing. Back to the details, maybe. I don't know. Why does it not go live? Maybe I am going live. I did find one that looked like I didn't know I was going live and ended up being live. So who knows? might be back to the drawing board on the YouTube front. So I apologize. I will come in sometime this week and just do YouTube. I usually try to go live around between 2 and 3 o'clock on Mondays and Thursdays. Those are my days that I can kind of get things done. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I teach guitar and piano lessons from my home studio. So that is why I can't go live on those days. Sometimes I do, and that's when I go live on YouTube generally. So if you're looking for me and you don't see me on Facebook Live, you can always go over to YouTube. But the nice thing is it's all saved there. Well, at least it was. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. We're making a t-shirt today. And let me get you down here so you can see better. I've got the ink mat in here. It's kind of like a sticky mat like you use in your Cricut machines if you have one. But it works really nice. You can put a piece of cardboard in there to keep your t-shirt nice and stable. But the ink mat is nice because it does have that sticky back on it. And we're going to use this transfer. If you haven't seen this, it is called... What is it called? I'm like, I don't even see it. It's called Vintage Numbers, and it says Vintage, Born in, Established, and then Limited Edition. So I was thinking this was bigger for some reason. Don't ask me why. The first thing we're going to do is you can see that it's got different lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and maybe cut that apart. I don't know. Where have my scissors gone to? That's the question of the day. Ooh, maybe gold mine. All right, here we go. I got it. So I came out, it's a Monday. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you today. It's a Monday. You're going to have issues. I come out in the camper and the lights are on my heater, but there's no heat. Bummer. And of course it's cold today. It was like summer all weekend. Should just come out and crafted. So there are like these lines, the cut lines on this. I could cut apart all the numbers as well, but I think I'm going to leave them together. It's sort of annoying when you lose the little pieces. So I'm going to cut these apart. If you don't cut them apart and use them with the cut lines there, just know that the chalk or the ink will go right through your, right through where the cut lines are. So ask me how I know. I've definitely done that. And this is a new transfer. If I were using this with chalk paste, I would, and on, something else besides fabric, I would want to go ahead and, oops, I cut that. Ooh, boy. I'm not a very straight cutter today. My goodness. I'm a hot mess. I don't have heat. My fingers are getting cold. You guys, I have to tell you something. I have a confession. I'm super nervous. Hey, Amber, my friend. I'm super nervous today. And I will be all week until I'm out of my pain. So I say that tongue in cheek because I was going to accompany both my daughters for solo ensemble. And to be honest, the one piece, I can get through it, but I was struggling so much. And the more I thought about struggling for her senior year, for Lydia's senior year on her solo ensemble piece, the more it worried me and got me upset about it. So the way that I find the center of these is I go ahead and fold it back on itself. And you can also do that with the t-shirt. And I don't know, it's got a good size head on this, like a good size of space on here. So there's that for getting, like you could put it all the way up to the line, which a lot of these transfers I do put right up to the collar line. But I think I'm going to go down a little. I don't know. I'm trying to see, like, if I went 3 fingers down, it'd still be like, I don't want it to land right across your girls. All right, let's see if we can do a little measuring here to get it in the middle. Hello, Vermar. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. So anyway, back to my nerves. So I've been working really hard. I've been practicing, but I don't like to accompany on the piano. It's not my, I have a lot of emotional trauma from it, I think. I never did recitals as a child. And the only time I ever played the piano in front of people was to accompany. I had, from a very early age, whenever I joined choir, they'd be like, good, Dory's here. She plays piano. She can play the piano for us, because I was in a small school. And yeah, that didn't work out so great. So, I think I'm kind of traumatized by that. And I get so nervous, so upset about, all right, so I'm going to lay this all out. I think I've got it side to side, right in the middle. I maybe should go up and down, maybe keep my little thing up here. So I kind of have that going in, and generally they did ask me when I first my daughters first got into, seems to be going a little upwards here on the right side. They did ask me to accompany middle school choir, and the choir director sent the music home with me, and oh my goodness, she had picked out, I can't remember what that movie was called. Anyway, movie music is really difficult, so I was kind of freaking out. She did call me, the choir director. She plays piano, and she goes, is this really hard for you? Because I tried to play it, and this is what she was telling me. She said she tried to play it and found that it was very difficult to play. Okay, so 1975 is 50 years ago. Please tell me right away if I'm off. So I'm just kind of weighing things out here. I'm putting the 9 just to the side of the middle section, I think, here. And then just to see where this lands, vintage, and I'm going to put 1975, and then I want to put this underneath. So I think that'll be last for me. I'll have to kind of build it, but I'm just getting an idea of how it's going to look. This will be right down here, I think. We'll build that. I think that'll look good. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of my backstory. And so that one time I had this music, and I practiced hours on it before she canceled me. And I was then again kind of traumatized by the whole thing, because I was so worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm the piano teacher in town. I can't play this music, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, thankfully she called me back, and I didn't have to actually get up and play it. But so I haven't done a ton of accompanying since I was a freshman in high school. I accompanied my freshman year in high school at the high school I was at, and then I moved towns. And when I moved, I didn't tell anyone that I played piano, because I was so tired of being the accompanist in choir. I wanted to just sing. So anyway, my last 3 years of high school, I didn't even tell. I went to college for music and didn't tell anybody that I actually played the piano. When I auditioned on trumpet. I just went, kind of a funny story. But anyway, so part of my degree was I had to take beginning piano in college. I had to take 2 years of college piano. And so I went ahead and went to the class my first day, and I'm like, I think I've signed up for the wrong class. Oh boy, this has some dry bits, and I don't want them. I'm gonna dump them. I don't want them on my t-shirt here, because that'll be a problem. So anyway, I just didn't, tell anybody, because I didn't want to play or accompany anybody anymore for piano, because it made me so nervous. And really, from a really young age, I was always being kind of pruned to be the church organist. And I think that just really frightened me. I had to sit with the organist since I was like probably 8 or 9 years old. I had to sit with the organist and study her. I never had to play the organ, but I had to study her and turn her pages for her during church. And I don't know, that just traumatized me. So I'm just taking bright white ink here, And our ink is permanent, and I'm putting it on the vintage part. And you could take your time. It is a little thick. You do kind of want your ink to be, it might be cold actually. You want your ink to be like yogurt. And as you can see, I used blue tape to tape this off so that it didn't go outside. This sort of has a short amount of space here. So hopefully that blue tape worked on here. Get it off. And ink is permanent, so if you make a boo-boo, you want to get it off right away with just water. I'm going to stick this over here. We'll probably try to use it again. Nice and slow, otherwise we'll rip our transfer. And this is a reusable transfer, so I'll take this in to the house. Ooh, my little A. Let me see. My little A is kind of bad, and so is my B. And that actually might be my own fault with the dry ink. Last time I used it, I should have put some water in it, and maybe I forgot. So anyway, that's kind of my story behind accompanying. It really freaks me out. The last time I did accompany for my high school as a freshman, I broke my wrist for the final, for the final concert, and I can't say that I was sad. I mean, I felt so guilty. I just have so many emotional issues with accompanying. So I haven't done it. My daughter has, when my son played solo ensemble and needed an accompanist, thankfully, trumpet music, I can't play. It's crazy hard. And I'm going to do this over here. I just took a little wipe that's only water and just sort of wiped the areas that were not really printing through for me. And then I just re-put the ink on it. That's the cool thing. If you take it slow and you have some spots that don't turn out nice, all you have to do is lay it back down and redo it. Let me see where that was. It was right here where that A is. And all I'm doing is just using the wipe to wipe it off and then reapplying a little bit in that area, and it's fixing it. So it's so fixable. And even if I totally took it off, you can lay it back down because you can see through the transfers. You can always take it back. And this does have like a little bit of a vintagey look to it anyway. So I just thought this would be cute. They said no gifts for this birthday party, but guess what? Isn't this fun? And making your own t-shirts, it doesn't really cost that much. It's just whatever the cost of the t-shirt is. So, which is far less than actually paying somebody else usually to print them. But that being said, I would be happy to print for anybody that, so that is there. That is wet. I will let this dry for 24 hours. And then when it's dry, I'll go ahead and, I don't know why this isn't going. I will go ahead and use a hot iron or a heat press for about 3 or 4 minutes on it, as high as I possibly can. This is 100% cotton. So once it's been, I just stuck my arm in that. Once it's been heat pressed, you can, and actually I was wanting to use this up here to cover that once I get it on here. You can use your heat press, and I'm going to work from the inside out because where was that? It was on this side of the middle portion was right on this side of the T. So that's what I'm going to go off of. Put the we want to put 1975 for 50 years. Put this over here, and I am just going to line the edge of that up and just put it below that. And that's what we're going to call it good. Kind of eyeballing it. We could see through it. That's the nice thing about these transfers. And I'm actually going to take this and stick it at, I guess I'll stick it. Well, I'll stick it. I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to put like a guideline for the bottom of the numbers, but maybe I won't. So anyway, my 2 daughters, though, with their singing, whenever they've gone, my oldest daughter, she's been in high school choir now for 4 years in the audition choir. And every year she's like, you should accompany me. And funny enough, she's the one I'm not accompanying this round because I was too nervous, and I was like, you know what, if I mess up her song, she's like, I really don't care. And I'm like, I really do. I'm really scared. So anyway, I just didn't want to. We have a beautiful accompanist here in town, and she is amazing, and it doesn't even bother her. So I'm like, and she used to charge for it, but I think now it's like included in her, because she gets paid by the school to accompany the choir. So she doesn't even charge extra for it. And I'm like, if she's playing for free, it's not worth the stress for me. So we are doing self-care today. Tell me what you do for your own self-care. My self-care is crafting, obviously. Crafting is a little bit of craft therapy here today. It's my therapy, my self-care. What is your self-care? Put it down below. I'd love to hear. And I'm kind of taking a chance here with my 9. Thankfully, I don't have to repeat numbers because this is pretty thick. 1975. Had to think about that a hot minute. All right. There is the 9. And I'm trying not to stick it too hard on that vintage because, again, it's not quite dry. And I'm going to hit this corner right here. It just didn't get very good. Right there. Push it in. Push it in. Push it in. And the cool thing is it, is pretty vintagey looking. So we're going to get this dried up a little bit before I put another number by it. Tell me what you do for self-care. What are some things that you do? I also like to read a good book, take a nap, just binge watch some TV. That seems to be our thing around the house that we do together. But crafting is up there. It's probably my number 1 if I have time. It is. And it's kind of a cold and rainy day today, so it's a good day to stay in and craft, except it's chilly in here. Chilly in my little Airstream today. Hi, Monique. Good to see you. And Kathy, thanks so much for watching. Tell me what you do for self-care. Are you a crafter too? I know, Monique, you do some crafting. Oh, that worked out nice, actually. So do you see that 6? It almost fits exactly on that 9. So I can line it up exactly and put the 7 beside it. That is fantastic. I'm so excited about that. I cannot begin to tell you. I even Googled today, if you are turning 50 in 1920 this year, what year were you born? Because I wanted to double check. It is 1975. I didn't want to do the wrong one. So that would be bad. But she's having a birthday party, a big birthday party. I think I'm going to go. Even if I don't, I will give her a gift. I don't know. I got to do some shopping on Saturday. And shopping for us takes the entire day. And weekends are the worst to go shopping here. Isn't that nice? Yay! That's exciting. Very exciting. And like I said, this is so easy peasy to make your own t-shirts. But I also do make t-shirts for order. So if you are wanting a certain size and you see something that you like that I make, I'm happy to do that for you. I do have some t-shirts listed on www.prairiescraps.com that are my finished goods are over there. So go check it out. My very awesome son-in-law made me a website so I could sell my finished goods. And I try really hard to get things listed. So we're gonna put this 75 over here and try to line it up. Thankfully, there's some nice, you can see through. Our transfers haven't always been see-through, so this is nice to have a see-through. And I'm telling you, usually our inks are a lot more runny than this. I'm not exactly sure because this one's pretty full. I'm not sure why it's so dry. I have a feeling maybe my daughter left it open while she was working with it because she does a lot in the white or the dune. It's the other color we use a lot on the flannels. And I keep meaning She has lots of flannels. So if you want a flannel and didn't get one and would like one, we have them out yet. And I'd be happy to share with you whatever size she has. I need to get them listed. What I really need to do is teach her to do it. I guess we're good because we're over here, so I don't need to do that side. The only reason I'm drying it is because I don't want it to fall apart on me. All right, lay it down. Actually, again, the 9 sort of falls right in line inside of the number next to the 1. Does that seem too far out? It seems really far away. I'm just going to move it in a smidge, but I'm still going to line up. That actually worked out really good. I'm kind of glad these numbers are all on the same sheet because I can use the other numbers to line up my numbers. I've done really long names and I always start in the middle so that they're even, nicely in the middle. That's I think the key to getting them to look like they're centered. And so it's always hard when you do like a last name and it says, and it's got like repeats of letters because then you're kind of like, I hope this turns out. But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to wash and wait. And I'm not a good waiter. I don't wait very well. Let's see. This is pretty close to the top edge here. So be careful. If you think you're going to go over, tape it off. Be good about it. Okay. But if you haven't noticed, I always wipe my hands before I peel to reveal because I want to make sure that I don't get a little fingerprint on the outside somewhere. Okay, just what I thought, actually. I thought I didn't get it on that top edge very well of the 1. I'm going to try again without going outside the line. That would have been a better one. And there's a little bit over here. A better one to put, a little blue tape across the top. It's just this bottom. It's not getting a really small line around the outside edge. All right, I think we're pretty good. I'm going to put that there. Doesn't that look nice? I'm so excited about that. Okay, let me get my fingers clean because I do have white ink on my fingers and we don't want it on my own clothes or on this brand new t-shirt I'm making. Let me show you that. Right side around. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, how cute is that? How cute. I know it's backwards because, the Book of Face took everything away. So if you're coming in on here and you're watching, please go ahead and do all the things for me. This is my small business. And of course, maybe you know somebody who would like this t-shirt, or maybe you know somebody who would like to learn how to make their own t-shirts. Either way, little crafter, somebody who needs some self-care, spread the word for me. Like I said, this is my self-care today. Try not to be worried about the company. And so tonight we have, where does the born in go? Should I put the born in over here? Did it go up here? I guess I could have left more room. I don't know. This says limited edition. I'll put that underneath. You could do this in any color combination you want. I'm going to find the center so I can center this. I don't think it would be I don't want to put born in. I don't know. I think I was doing pretty good just lining it up under the numbers. Boy, I hear a bird outside. So it's been kind of overcast and rainy today, which feels cold. Let me get this dried up here. This is how my white dries. I leave it sitting open while I'm doing white projects, and so does my daughter. I can't really blame her for it. So anyway, this last week I kind of gave up and I just said, would you mind if the other accompanist accompanies you on the lunch? She's doing Oh Danny Boy. I really think she has the potential to go to state. She hasn't been able to yet, but she's got such a beautiful voice and it really resonates. She's singing alto. This is her first year singing alto. And it's like, oh, Danny boy. It's really got a beautiful tone in the alto range. But she also has a little bit more high range than like I have. I'm a real dark, I have a real alto voice as well. And but I can't sing very high. I sing lower. And she has a beautiful higher range because last year she was a soprano. So that makes a difference. She has that higher range as well. So anyway, I think she has a really good chance and I would hate to be the reason she gets mixed up. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I am going to tape this one off because I really do not want to boo-boo this one over on my letters here. I'm just going to put the blue tape down on that side and do the born in here. You could do established as well. Oops. Dang it. And then I went on the other side of the B here. That was smart. So anyway, I didn't want, and it's her senior year. This is her final time. I just don't want to mess it up. I'm doing my other daughters because hers is a little bit easier, but still, I'm like freezing. I'm kind of like freaking out. I don't mean to freak you out. Hopefully this doesn't make you nervous thinking about me being nervous. But there we go. Nice. So that's what I've been up to, and I'm trying not to over practice. So crafting it is. Crafting it is. Crafting in the cold. All right, we're going to take that off. We'll put that on. I'll be washing this just in the sink. It comes right off when you do it, pretty quickly after you use it. And I do think I got a teeny tiny bit. Did I? No, I think it's okay. I thought I got a teeny tiny bit, but actually it's stuck on like a string coming off this other one. And then we're just going to do this limited edition down here with the stars. 5 stars, right? Everybody's 5 stars. So I hope I know she said no gifts, but okay, we are going to tape again because I don't want to go outside the lines. This one's pretty close. So definitely, especially when you're doing ink, tape off. I tend to be just a lazy crafter, just like, oh, I'll eyeball it, or you guys like that? I don't know if we're going to just go back into this here. Let's see. And so I hardly ever tape off things just because I'm always in such a rush. So tonight is the concert for getting ready for solo ensemble. This is like in front of all the parents and the kids, and they just get a chance to sort of run through things with the accompanist. So that's me tonight. I'm going to be playing one of the pieces, not 2 this time. And I hope she's not mad at me. I can feel bad that but I didn't want to be the cause of any nervousness. And I do notice that I'm making Bethany nervous. I could tell it. And she's like, I don't care. I'm fine. I'm like, you are not. And I can like perfectly practice it in my own private. She's like, I've heard you play it perfectly. And she goes, I don't. And then I play it with her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just screwed up. And then the more I think about it, the more I freeze. So I don't know. Trying to overcome my fears. Breathe. The biggest thing, I just have to stop thinking about like all the people that are watching. It's going to be a packed house, I think. All right. I'm pulling, especially on the letters or the numbers there, I'm pulling kind of easy, and we don't want to peel off fast and peel off the transfer. So I'm just like very carefully I hope that, oh shoot, there's a little line I missed. Even taping I missed. Okay, oop, that is like that. I was like, I thought I did a broken line there, not intentionally. Let's see. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, I guess. It's kind of broken. It's hard to tell because it's kind of vintagey looking. Cute. Love it. Excuse me. So anyway, it's just that nervous energy, and the girls are nervous too, so that doesn't help. And then I practiced till bedtime last night. I went to bed having just practiced, and then that's all I dreamed about. I dreamt I was playing it all night, which sort of makes it worse. As if I'm not, or I just keep hoping that I practiced it well in my sleep, because you can, learn that way. It's definitely a way to learn. And then I'll probably go do a little practice. Every time I practice when she's around, she'll come and sing with me. And I'm like, I just need the time to practice by myself. Okay, I did hit up just a little tiny line right here. So I'm using my wipe to just get it off between. So note to self, when you're doing anything where it's close, just be sure you tape really well. I couldn't even see it. It was so teeny tiny area, but I think that's going to work. The nice thing is it's very forgiving because it's, vintage. So that's it. That's how quick and easy it is to make your own t-shirt. Show you that. Isn't that fun? Vintage, born in 1975. What do you think? Maybe it's a little, I don't know. I maybe stretched it out what do you guys think? I don't know about that hanging out here. I maybe have it even a little crooked. But I think it looks okay. I think it's okay. Maybe not my total favorite, but that's okay. We got it. And then as for the ink, you can see how thick this is. It's really thick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some water before I shut it up, because we want that to soften up and loosen up. I may even mix it before I shut it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching today, and make sure you let me know that you were here. I sure appreciate you. I hope you have a very blessed day and blessed evening. If you have a little chance, do a prayer for me. So I'll be playing for her, or they'll be singing tonight with me this evening. And then also Wednesday morning is our solo ensemble, and I will be very relieved to be done after that. So we'll see. It'll probably take me a whole year to want to do it again. So I don't know what I was thinking. So anyway, God bless you, and be sure you get a little self-care by doing a little crafting.